mixes, right?
Do you guys have like a tradition or a culture?
Of course.
Like what you guys wear? Color. So I always had a thing for light-skinned guys and white guys. And growing up, I would always tell my grandfather that, no, grandfather, I'm going to get married to a white man, and then I'm gonna bring you beautiful skin babies.
Okay.
So
So, since you asked about white people, I wasn't gonna ask, but you asked.
Well,
I'm
you
curious.
just mentioned the black.
No, you brought it up, so I'm gonna ask this question because I think people want to know. So, have you ever dated a white person?
No.
So, hit that like button. I'm putting in work out here. I swear to y'all, I'm putting in work. And just stay tuned.
You have not. Okay.
But I always wanted to.
Huh?
Okay.
It was always on my list, like growing up.
Okay.
My mom is actually very light. She's light-skinned.
Okay.
And my dad's darker than me. So, like, I'm in the middle.
And your mother is Namibian, or is she from somewhere else?
They're both Namibian.
Okay. And
So
she's not mixed, your mother?
No.
Okay.
And I always felt like, why did my mom have to, like, not give me enough genes to get me her color? So I always had a thing for light-skinned guys and white guys. And growing up, I would always tell my grandfather that, no, grandfather, I'm going to get married to a white man, and then I'm gonna bring you beautiful skin babies.
I said, word.
So every day.
And what did he say?
He actually asks about it. Every time he sees me, every time I go visit at the farm.
This is your dad's father or your mom's father?
My mom's father.
Your mom's father. So he's light skinned too?
Yes.
Ah, well, there you go. Okay.
So he always asks, oh, did you meet your white boyfriend yet?
Okay.
And I'm always like, nah. But I don't know what happened.
So
I really don't know what happened. I have a thing for him, but I don't go for my type.
In Namibia, is it common to see
Yes.
black Namibian guys with white girls and black Namibian girls with white dudes?
It's common for you to see, black people and white people together, and they're getting married.
Locals or with foreigners?
Mixed.
Okay.
Like mixed. Like, we don't really discriminate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's really surprising to me because everything happened very recently. So like
What happened?
You don't know what happened?
No.
Apartheid, genocide.
Oh.
You don't know about any of that? They didn't teach. What did they teach you in school?
No, I didn't know you're talking about that. Yes, that happens.
Yeah, but it's just funny that
it's not as intense.
Yeah, but it's just funny that like black Namibian person could marry into a family that like the grandmom or granddad was like, oppressing, like directly oppressing your grandparents. To me, that's really shocking. Because in the States, we're further removed from it than you guys are.
So it's.
No, I'm saying like, so let me make my point. So in the States, the civil rights movement, that was in the 60s. You guys were in the 90s. Like, that's much more recent.
Oh.
So I'm saying, like, you don't have to go back like 2 generations, 3 generations. It's like 1 generation, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I can imagine like the...
It's not like marrying the same sex.
Okay.
It's not like that. It's
But I mean,
loud,
like, I
it's
can
more
imagine like the family reunions are going to be very awkward. It's like, yeah,
They
you
are.
know,
like my friend's brother.
I put your grandfather in jail because he was black, like this kind of thing. I'm sure that's
Yeah, that happens. Like people are really inhuman like that.
Yeah.
But things do happen. My friend's brother just recently got married to a German girl.
Okay, but not from here, German, like from Germany, German.
From Germany, German.
Okay, so that's
so at
there's
the
some
moment,
separation. There's some separation.
Yes, at the moment they're in German having their vacation.
Okay.
So it's a thing of traveling up and down,
Sure.
including the families and stuff.
Okay.
So it's a lot, but it's possible.
Interesting. Interesting. And have you heard of any cases of like a Black American with a Namibian getting married or having kids or anything like that?
That is more common than a white American.
Really?
Yes.
But
Like
not.
people don't even see you American.
Uh-huh.
They see you African.
Because I haven't met many like Black Americans here. I don't think I've met any. Maybe, well, two. No, only one actually.
How long have you been here?
A few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how long do I have to be here? I think me personally, I've seen not a lot. I wouldn't see a lot of mixed race couples. I've seen maybe four. Maybe four.
Four is enough for a few weeks.
Okay. Like I'm just comparing, of course, from the States and to the other countries I've been to in Africa.
He doesn't chill, so he won't see the people.
Because, like, for example, in Kenya, I think you see it more commonly, but it's a much bigger country too, so it's hard to compare, like, directly, right?
They have more people.
Yeah, way more.
That's why.
Yeah.
I think it's because we also have fewer people.
Now, I'm not saying that it's a good thing, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just like, I'm being neutral. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. So, yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Any questions for me or questions about America?
I don't know. How do I get there?
How do you get to America? Well, first you have to get on a plane. It'll probably stop in Johannesburg, and then it'll probably go from there to New York. Yeah, that's usually how I think it works.
Okay. Do you think I'll survive there if I go there?
Yeah, because if someone looked at you, they would think you're a Black American. That's the thing.
But my accent is not like that.
Yeah. And even though your accent isn't super, like, it's not strong though.
Oh, it's not supposed to be.
That's
It's supposed
good.
to be neutral.
It's not neutral, but it's not strong. Like,
It's
to the
not too
point where,
strong.
like, you know,
It's not
someone be
like-
like, oh, she's British. Like, it's not like that. It's not like that. So yeah, like I said, you would be able to blend in really well. They would probably just think you were from a small town. Seriously, they just be like, oh, she's like some girl from a little town somewhere.
Why a little town? If it's so big there and people probably don't see each other every day.
No, but I'm just saying, just like your mannerisms and stuff, like, because they would know you were different. They would be like, something's different, but they wouldn't know exactly. So they'd be like, let's say we were in Chicago and they saw you. They'd be like, okay, she's obviously not from Chicago, but she's probably Black American from like
Somewhere
some small
around.
town. Yeah, because the country's so damn big. Like, anyone could be from anywhere, right? So yeah, they'd be like, all right, she's not from here, but she's one of us. And until you said something, until you're like, yeah, you know. Or they might think also that you're mixed. So they might think like, you know, your dad is Black American and your mom is like from Grenada or from the Caribbean or something like that. That's what most people would probably think. They'd be like, she's half Jamaican or half some kind of Caribbean. They'd be like, she's half Caribbean and half Black American. Anybody can look Caribbean. I look Caribbean. I mean, they come in so many colors, just like Black Americans. We come in so many colors that there's no like one way to be like, okay, he looks like it and he doesn't. It's like, as long as you have some type of like melanin in your skin and you have our hair texture, like, yeah, you can be a lot of things.
So you're Black American,
I am, yeah.
not African American.
So we could split that.
What's the difference?
So that's a complicated thing.
Technically, I feel like
So if
your
you-
great grandparents probably they were from here.
No,
No?
no. We've been in the country longer than that. So you got to add a lot more greats to it, like a lot. So basically, I'll put it to you like this. This is probably the easiest way for you to understand it. You understand South Africa, right?
Yeah.
You understand there's white people in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
You understand?
There's also white people here, but okay.
No, I'm getting there. Because the white people here haven't been here that long. That's the difference.
Okay,
you guys only
I
have
get
white
you
people
now.
for like less than 150 years.
Yes.
There've been white people in the Cape Colony or whatever since like 1600s, right?
That's what you mean.
My people have been in the States since the
Forever.
1400s. So we're fucking American, like in and out, like culturally and everything else. And we're not pure blooded either. So we're mixed. So like, for example, the white people who live here and the white people who live in Australia or the white people who live in Cape Colony or whatever, like 90% of them didn't mix. They're just like pure ass German, Dutch, whatever else, British mix.
Do you guys have like a tradition or a culture?
Of course.
Like what you guys wear?
What do you mean?
You see, we have our traditional wear that's like red, black, and white or something.
You're talking about your tribe?
My tribe.
Okay.
My tribe.
Gotcha.
So, you see, the Germans have this attire as well.
Yeah. But that attire came from Germany, though.
Yes.
They didn't come to Namibia and like develop a new culture.
Yes,
You feel
but
me?
that's their German culture. That's the culture.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your culture? What do you, if it's traditional day to day, you should wear your traditional way.
Okay.
What would you wear?
Here's the difference. America
Yeah?
projects our media all over the world, right?
Yeah.
So what is considered mainstream is our culture.
So this is your culture.
Yes, absolutely.
You're done.
Absolutely.
Really?
All over the world, there's men, white, black, yellow, red, who wear their hat like this, right?
Yes.
Where do you think that came from?
Well, that's not a culture, man.
No, it is a culture. Define
Okay.
culture. Google
Okay,
it. Google
maybe-
it. No, we're going to sit here. You
No,
said it's not a culture.
It's
Google
probably
it.
a culture
Google
from
it.
where you're from, but
Google
like
it.
it seems more like a street culture developed in the
You
street.
just added street culture. That's a culture. There's many cultures. There's
Yeah, but
firefighter
it's-
culture. There's street culture. There's a million cultures. Culture is not one thing. You're saying, do we have a tribe and a dress that
Yes.
goes back 5,000 years? No, we
Yes,
don't.
you
No,
don't
we
have.
don't. But we have a culture, obviously, because people wouldn't copy it. We invented this, and everyone all over the world does it. So it's a culture.
Okay.
And the way we
also
talk,
does
the
that.
way we talk, people all over the world talk like us, and they want
Nigga,
to
we
talk
talk
like us.
too.
There you go. You're trying to talk like us. That's a culture.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay, they have a culture.
Absolutely. Just imagine if this was 100 years ago. There were no TVs. There was no social media. If you saw a Black American, you'd be like, they have a strong ass culture that I've never seen before in my life. But the fact that people commercialize it and project it to the world, you think it's just normal. But no, this is a specific thing that we created. We can't help it that now there's cameras and all this other shit. It's like when you guys came up with your stuff, there was no cameras. There was no social media.
No.
So now when we see it, we're like, oh, that's exotic because you don't see it every day.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Just like us Africans, we have our traditional ways are mainly filled with colors.
Of course.
Yeah, I thought you guys maybe had something like that.
Nah. Because like I said, we're not pure, quote unquote. Not that anybody's really pure if we want to get deep. But
I'm pure.
What's that? If we want to get nobody's pure.
I'm pure.
Nobody's pure.
I am pure. Trust me. The tribe I'm in.
And you hold on. You got a science degree and you're saying you're pure?
I'm pure.
Do you know anything about human history and biology?
I know.
Nobody's pure. If you're alive today, you're not pure. If you're alive 1,000,000 years ago, then okay, yeah, you're probably pure. You're one
Pure
thing.
in what? What makes those people pure in me diluted?
What's the definition of pure? Pure would be original, unmixed with anything. Unmixed
like
with anything.
My tribe,
Yes.
my mom and my dad are the same tribe.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Same tribe, same everything. I am a pure breed of where I come from.
Nobody's pure. If you're on planet Earth and you're a human in 2020, whatever year you're watching this, trust me, you are not pure. And we could break that down on a scientific level, but nobody wants to hear some boring stuff like that. So I will not even include it, but Google it. If you're alive and you're human today, you're not pure.
You're not pure. I'm pure.
Oh man, but no, my point, which I'm going to bring it back, is that the difference between most Black Americans and, like I said, people in like Australia and Cape Colony and shit, the white invaders, the colonizers or whatever, is most of them never mixed with the indigenous people. Black Americans, most of us, we
go for
mixed.
Black Americans.
What?
Sorry?
Most of us, we mixed with the indigenous people who were in the Americas, or if we didn't mix with them, we also mixed with Europeans. So we created something new that never existed before. Whereas them, they're the same thing as what they were in Germany. They're just that here. That's another difference. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Word.
Unpure person.
Yeah. I never claimed to be pure.
Okay, it's fine. I'm pure. I am a full quality.
You're pure for this. I can't even speak. You're pure for this millennia. If we went back some millennia, your ass ain't pure. Nobody's pure. If you're still alive today, nah, your ass ain't pure. But this was a fun discussion. Any last words before we get out of here? If it's still recording, I don't know if it ran out of space.
Nope.
Okay.
There should be part 2.
All right. So like that, we're out of here. Once again, this was your guy, Jay Focus, reminding you to stay focused.
Such thing as a life that's better than your
Focus, man.